Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with a 1962 Triumph TR3B. Now this is 668 horsepower, 682 pounds-feet of torque from a 2 litre turbocharged inline-4 engine. The car itself only weighs 1,840 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and can now do 0 to 60 in 3.282 seconds, 0 to 106.795 seconds, and go to a top speed of 197 miles an hour. So yeah, this doesn't weigh very much at all, and it's obviously quite a small car as well, both of which may well help this car. But yeah, it doesn't have the most amount of power, unfortunately. This is the only engine we could actually swap into this vehicle, so yeah, it's not got the most power, but it does weigh very little, which should hopefully make up for that horsepower deficit. And yeah, it should also be still quite agile despite having all-wheel drive now. But yeah, this was hardly the fastest of sports cars from the 60s. Certainly wasn't meant for doing any of this, but yeah, I have confidence that with it being so small and so light that it might well prove to be quicker than expected, to be honest. That is, at least it can be stable. Obviously, lightweight cars can obviously help in terms of acceleration and control, control, but can also have the adverse effect of being uncontrollable when it comes to dealing with the insane amount of acceleration and the bumps and the jumps that come with this course. So yeah, has to be a happy medium between the two, really. But we have seen some cars that have been uncontrollable and rather all over the place, be insanely quick. So it's never a guarantee that being stable will be making for a quick time on this course. Getting up for a good rate of speed down there. Quite as quick as some cars, but still well over 150 miles an hour, which is always good. Likes to drift around these corners. Dealing with the power okay, considering we've got like 6 times the power it had originally. Not the fastest across the finish line there at 162 miles an hour, but we have a time of 2 minutes 3 seconds, 0.2 seconds, which yeah is far faster than I was expecting, and especially considering it's not got the most power and it certainly wasn't meant for dealing with this kind of you know, terrain. But yeah, that's quicker than a 1963 Ferrari 250 LM. It's also faster than a Maserati MC12, Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, GMC Cyclone, BMW Z4 Roadster, Ford Supervan 3, Porsche Macan Turbo, Mini X-Raid All4 Racing Countryman, and a Toyota MR2 SC. Slightly behind a Ford GT70, a Ferrari 166mm, a Toyota MR2 GT, a Toyota GT86, a Toyota Celica GT4, Maserati Levante S, and a GMC Typhoon. So yeah, that is fairly good. Like I said, I was expecting it to be a little bit slower, considering it's got nowhere near the kind of power that some of the faster vehicles have got, but to be around slightly quicker than a period correct Ferrari 250 LM is insane, really, considering that's dynamically a better car because it had more power, it was mid-engined, as well as obviously having all of the off-road elements that this car has. So yeah, really rather surprised, but the little Triumph has really rather pulled it out of the bag, to be honest. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.